Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another tremendous video. Man, it has been the life this evening. I am sorry, everybody. There was a Trump. Oh my gosh. Can you tell I got SuiTrump on the parade millions? And there was a meeting I was in that ran over. But hey, everything is on fire right now. Millions. What do you think about it, man?
Yeah, man, it's been a interesting sort of last day or so. Markets are looking a little healthier. We discussed all this last week. We're expecting a little bit of a pump, so hopefully this carries on. But it's nice to see things going up. Some of the stuff we talk about, like with depth and G-Blue and a few other things, are at a little pump today. There's been a bit of news on that front, so I'm sure we'll be covering that as well. But it's nice to see sort of Bitcoin back at sort of, I think it was about 73K at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's kind of
what's happening, man?
Nice to see that.
Hello. Sorry, just getting set up. Just making breakfast.
What's
What
going
are we
on,
eating?
guys?
What's up, Furley?
Just
Mr.
chilling.
Furley. Mr. Wise DJ.
I believe
Why is DJing? I'm sorry.
YZ, either one. I go by both characters. But yeah, I believe the ceasefire definitely has a lot to do with the recent pump, because that was just very recent. So, and it's been holding up. So that's looking good. That's always a nice for temporary pump, as a ceasefire with the whole thing.
A nice Trump tweet did as well for once. Very good.
Yes.
As Richie has said, we got a little pumpage.
Yeah, a little bit. Tree's doing a lot of pumping.
Oh my God, you ain't kidding, man. This
good.
is
nice.
Yeah, man. 7 days, 300.
It's only up 400% though. I mean, that's nothing to do.
Yeah, man. It's only 400%. Come on, Peter.
And,
I mean,
and Peter, this is
too
before
excited.
that I'm about to throw some media and some Reddit pages for your project. After that happens, it's going to double, I think. So,
Man, that's amazing.
For that.
Yeah, Richie. I feel presidential, man. I'm hanging up there with the LPs just under Trump, man. I'm like, whoa. I feel,
yeah, man. It's where it belongs. It's a good meme. It's a good token. It's like, it's what we always talk about. We want developers that are seen, developers that are around and that build and put the effort in, and that's exactly what Tree is, right?
Yeah,
it deserves to be back where it was. What was the all-time high? 400,000, was it?
We hit 330K market cap.
Yeah, last summer.
Yeah, we're hanging right there, just under the SuiDex LP. Man, my God, man, the volume over the past 24 hours is 2.8K. Look at that. We're doing the do, sir.
Nice. Oh yes.
And then once Furley, I mean wise DGen. I just got a demerit on that. Demerit, I hadn't heard that term in a long time. My God, I don't know how that came out of my mouth. Oh, Richie, Millions brought the cup and the shirt that goes with the cup tonight.
Oh wow, perfect.
It's 400% vibes.
Yeah, man.
So, Richie, I've been checking out your site that you finished your SuiTrump dApp, and this is pretty cool, sir.
Yeah, it's great. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So it's first time I've ever tried to build everything from scratch by myself. So it would be design, back end, front end, everything, code. Even made my own contract for the limit order, which was challenging, but it's all pulled together now, so it's good.
So
phase one is done.
So what's interesting is you said you're using a combination of SuiDex and ceasefire?
Yeah, exactly. What I did was built because Sui is kind of interesting because what it can do is, and this can't be done on like Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, or I don't think it can be done on Solana. It's called parallel execution. So essentially it's like, say you wanted to buy some apples and you saw in one shop the apples were $1, and in the other shop the apples were $1.01. But then say there's a small tax on the fee, the delivery fee for one shop was different to the other shop, right? So actually, you could buy apples from both shops and kind of even it out and get a better price when you take into how much tax you're paying on the decks and the price impact that you would have to pay on the slippage and everything. So it's kind of geeky, but when you take down all those numbers, it's actually cheaper to buy from both locations in parallel execution, which means in the same transaction, paying the same gas, you're actually buying from two places. So in Sui, you can do that. So I figured out how to do that with the pool for SuiDex that we have with SuiTrump and the pool that we have for Cetus. And then the key was that because on Cetus you can use concentrate liquidity. So on the pool on Cetus, I just squeezed the range quite tight with less liquidity. I think we only have about $5,000 on Cetus of LP, and we have 50 or 60 on SuiDex. But because I squeezed the range on Cetus, it means you can actually get that nice edge to get a cheaper transaction. So
yeah, Richie, I also made a video about the newer technologies that the network is implementing that we could watch later on in the show that explains it in a much more easy to understand manner.
So why is DJing? Are you talking about the 2.0 tools that are coming out?
Yeah, well, there's kind of two different things. There's the S2 stack by Sui Network, but also Cetus protocol themselves has a 2.0 architecture, because I'm pretty good friends with Amy from business development. So we try to work together to integrate, what we're doing with what they're doing, because they're like the behemoths of the LP world in the Sui network, and we're just getting started. But the Sui network tends to want to work with each other instead of rivalry. So, that's a good thing that we're able to talk and work things out and make things better for the whole community.
Peter, one question. How big is your screen?
It's tremendously big.
Yeah, because like on my computer, I've got quite a large screen, but on my computer, the box for the swapper looks sufficiently big, but on your screen it looks tiny.
Yeah, like right here, that's half the screen. Oh, I did get some feedback on your tabs. There,
Okay.
My mother. So you have the oldest SuiTrump holder in the United States. She is 85 years old and she holds SuiTrump.
This is the kind of information I want, right? This is important. Tell me what
she
said.
requested. She requested for yellow font tabs. She cannot see on her phone at the bottom these tabs right here.
Okay, done.
Peter, that's funny you mentioned that, because I just talked to my mom the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, I thought you were the oldest SuiTrump holder in your 60s, but Peter, his mom is 85. I think she holds the world record for oldest SuiTrump and possibly SuiCoin holder. That's pretty impressive."
And Richie, I can tell you this: she's actually taken this to her friends, and
nice.
They have found this dApp to be easier to understand. And what's interesting is in the US, they actually buy Sui on Coinbase, they use Slush Wallet for this, and then they send it to Slush, and then they enter into the using the dApp.
Exactly the same process mine does.
Yeah. But I'm just, so I can turn them yellow, no problem. But what I'm wondering is, because on my screen, the swap box and all the icons are much bigger, but on yours it's smaller. So it might be your resolution, or you might just have a tremendously huge computer screen. Like,
so all you'd have to do is use the zoom feature. If you go to the hamburger tab, yeah.
Is that better, Rich?
But it should zoom anyway, Like,
this is so that's at 173. That's at 100.
Yeah, isn't like this is the things that you do, like, because it's the first time I'm like designing. Well, I've done a design before on on dApps, but I've always had people helping me. But for this, I had nobody. But it's things like this, because you can sit by yourself and be like, oh, it looks great on my screen, it looks great on my phone. But then I was talking to Wise DGen, and he uses a Samsung
Galaxy S25 Plus,
Galaxy,
Android Galaxy. It's pretty flagship.
apparently it's like
comes out
this
perfectly.
thin. So that he was saying everything's too squished. So it's like you need to make different different sizes for different machines, basically. I think.
Oh, no,
is the
Richie,
way.
on the dApp, when I'm inside the slush wallet where you need to be, it's formatted perfectly. I can show a video of that later on because I can connect my cell phone to my computer, and it can be a window that I can stream.
Yeah,
and
will you
I
put
can
that together
show
real
what the
quick?
app looks like later.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you don't mind, put that together real quick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'll take me a minute, but I'll let you know when it's ready.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, like
But
with the
Richie
boring
on
stuff for real.
this, so she found that it was very nice. So basically, in America, they go Coinbase, send Sui to Slush, and then they put in SuiTrump.com right in the browser tab, and they jump right in. Like it is that seamless.
That is cool. That's
Yeah.
like that's what's great about Sui, right? Like it's consumer friendly.
She looked at me, she goes, "And why doesn't Tree have this?" I said, "Do I need this?" She goes, "Yes, you do." I said, "Okay."
Yeah, man. I said like I said last week, like this is open source. The everything I've built is open source. I've made the GitHub private, but I've given some people access. Like here, like Peter has access, and Wise Legion also has access to it. My team at SuiDex also have access. But if you need any help getting it running and stuff, then just let me know.
I have some questions for you after the stream, just to get a few things straightened out. But we are starting on this now to make it even easier to onboard into Tree. Yes. Oh, Richie, look who has joined the family.
Ah, yeah, dog. We have some great people in the comments. Actually, we have the Prairie Banana up top. I'm not sure if I can show his comment.
There he is.
So Prairie Banana is one of the main community members and like heavy pushers of the Grace currency over on Pulse Chain.
Mm-hmm.
So always check out the Grace if you want any exposure to Pulse Chain, which is the ultimate degen playground. Then the Grace currency is the token you want to hold, 100%. Then we have, of course, Brett Hartman, ready for the action, and we have Luff Fucks Forever. Lou Fucks. Yeah, then we have Thomas G as well. Thomas G from Rector Rich's YouTube channel. Thomas G is actually, I was watching Thomas G before I even went into DeFi. That's how long.
Really?
Thomas G. Yeah, Rector Rich's. And we have the Blockchain Money from Blockchain Money YouTube as well.
Yeah, Doug.
Yeah.
I think he meant to say dog.
Yeah.
It's spelled
Thomas,
DAWG.
Yeah, Thomas G was the one, I think it was his pancake swap videos, which were the ones that alerted me to like early Binance Smart Chain. And yeah, he's maybe it was on Tron actually. Yeah, it was Tron where I started. I think he was heavy into Tron, and that's why I started watching his content. Yeah, so Thomas G's been around for a long time. So he's got the deep knowledge of DeFi for sure. He really knows how these things work.
So, Richie, this is nuts, man. Talking about SuiDex and the farms. I actually this week have been watching, and Millions. He's about to put a little bit more into a couple of farms, including SuiTrump and Tree. I'll tell you, it's been wild. You can tell people are piling into the Tree one, man. It's almost into the 20s in the APR. I was like, wow, we got a whole party going on in here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it must be from that video I did yesterday, Peter. It must all be to do with that video.
Yeah,
it's had like 102. It's had 102 views.
Yeah, there's a dude that jumped in Richie and Tree. So I can say now that I have my own Elon Muskie too, and he is from the forest. So it must be his cousin.
Yeah, Elon Musk goes hard. He doesn't do anything shy. He's one of these investors where he's like, "Oh, I like that," and then he just drops an insane bag on a.
He has some pretty savage TikTok videos.
Yeah, he does.
Showing him taking a huge
Elon was
profit
like, "Bubbles, I like bubbles. I'm gonna go buy bubbles.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got a bunch of projects to talk about today. I want to start the stream with two things. I found a problem in the app which I fixed just now actually, where when you compounded, it didn't show that you compounded, but you were compounding, but it wasn't showing it. So I've just pushed that to the main site.
Where can I show that, Richie?
So on the app, if you go, you have swap where we talked about how you get cheaper price for your SuiTrump, and you also you get the best price for Sui because it uses CETIS mostly, but it might use SuiDex sometimes if it's cheaper. It's mathematically made to always get you the best price. There's no bias on anything to do with SuiDex. It's all about getting the best price for your coins.
So the best route right now is SuiDex.
Yeah. If you go to the earn section, then it has Zap. So you're just going to you can go into the Zap with SuiTrump or Victory into the SuiTrump pool, and it will take that single asset and then get it right in the farm for you with two transactions.
So I'll do one to show everybody. Let's see, Zap and Stake. There we go.
Oh, I don't think we're on the screen though.
Oh shit! Hang on.
We're looking at our pretty faces.
Here it comes. Here we go. So
yeah,
there's one.
Go with one Sui, and then it will add the liquidity in one transaction, and then stake in the farm in the other one, and then let you in the farm. It's that easy. So it's, the whole process before that we have on SuiDex is it's labor intensive, right? You got to buy the tokens that you want, pair them up 50-50 in liquidity, then take the liquidity to go to another website, put it in the farm. Like it's for that, like you can do it much faster here.
And I just got my notification from Potato.
Oh yeah, Potato is the one, right? And then if you go to my positions, it will show you that you're just there in the second tab beside farms. You go there, it's going to show you your SuiTrump position that you just made, and it will show you what's happened. But you'll have to hard refresh the page to show because the bug. Oh, there we go. It's working now. So before it wasn't showing the amount. So then on the earn page, in the my positions, it shows you your positions, and if you want to, you can claim the victory out, or you can compound it back in. So if you go SuiTrump Sui, you'll compound those victory into SuiTrump Sui. If you go SuiTrump USDC, it will claim all the victory, sell all the victory into those two assets, and get it back in the farm. But I wouldn't do it now.
There we go.
You only have 0.42, so you're going to pay more gas than you would compound.
I just want to show everybody how it worked.
Yeah, so that's easy button farming basically is the key there.
It's really good, and it's really good that you're taking advantage of the CETIS pools and the SuiDex pools to give the best potential price for whoever.
Yeah, exactly. And now I can start building phase 2, which I'm really excited about.
Straight huge build
though. No, well that's phase 3 actually. Yeah, before we. So I want to make a game called the Strait of Hormuz, which is going to be a Command and Conquer Red Alert style game based around the Strait of Hormuz, which is going to be fun. But before I get there, yeah, it's going to be great.
Hey, did you hear that, man?
But before that, the whole point, you need to link it in with something that can monetize the game. So that's phase 2, is creating a financial model around the game before we make the games. Because there's no point making a game if it's not financially lucrative. It's like you've done with your Arboretum,
You got it right. Thank God.
Yeah. It's planned out so that there's a financial model in the game before the game, right? Like that's the main idea here. Like there's no point making a game if you can't make money, right? Like,
right.
We're not gamers. We're
gamblers.
We're gamblers. I guess we are, yeah. No, we're scientists, yeah. But yeah, so that's what's going on with SuiTrump. But there's loads of stuff we can talk about this live, so I don't want to take all the time up with
Richie, show us. So I linked up with the BUBLZ dev today. Why don't you go ahead and share your screen if you don't mind, and show us what's in the BUBLZ app going on right now.
Sure, this is fun. BUBLZ is cool. I don't know who made BUBLZ, but I did a little bit of research because I was curious, right? So I know that the X account, which is now it was actually banned, but the old X account for BUBLZ was actually an old Sui X account from before. So I think they must have team members who have experience on Sui chain.
Nice.
So this is BubCoin, which is one half of BUBLZ. So
Well, Peter, there
first
was
thing
kind
is,
of a connection because I'm involved with SuiBuilders, and we have that NFT that does airdrops. We did one for SuiTrump. We did one for Tree. We're also partnered with this project, and if you have one of those NFTs, you get a bonus package just for having
Yes,
one of
I
those
have
NFTs.
2 of those.
yes. So if you ever, it was like a year ago, if you minted a Sui Accelerator or Sui Builders NFT, then you can get this guy. Just go to profile and then there's so many buttons. Oh my God. Like
Is
honestly,
that a
when I
cosmetic
first
in the
saw,
game?
yeah, like when I first landed on this site, like I was confused for about a day until I could figure out everything.
If you have the NFT in your wallet, it comes up automatically. You don't even have to do anything. As soon as you
Oh,
connect and make your first asset, it'll pop up right away.
so you go
Richie,
to
it's
inventory, then cosmetics.
BUBLZ.fun.
Yep, bubbles.fun. So and you get this one, and it gives you a bunch of free stuff that you can use. So basically, what's happening here is I have all of these bubblers, and these would be like mining units, and they're inside a tank, and the tank would be how much space you have for your mining units. So if you don't have a big enough tank, then you can't put as many bubblers and as many powerful bubblers. Every day you earn BUB token, which is this one at the bottom, so you can claim that at any time. You need to claim once a day because your tank runs out of power after 24 hours. You can restart your tank with a small percentage of the BUB that you've claimed out that day, and then all of that BUB gets burned. Then to onboard it's not the simplest onboard, to be honest. It's to do with 2 tokens.
Hey, Richie, just
Yeah.
since you mentioned the word burn, Tree just burned to 0.
To 0. You burn Tree to 0?
That Tree just shaved off a 0.
Oh, it's shaved off a 0. Nice. Let's see what's happening with the tree. Tree 35 again. It's pumping more, man. Look at this pump. It's a nice candle. Oh, you did? Yeah, look at that. Very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Guys, don't miss this. I'm telling you, don't miss this, guys. Buy it on SuiDex. Get in there.
Nice. Yeah, so then to use it, you need 2 tokens. So there's Bubbles token and there's BUB token. I would start here. So you're going to land like on bubbles.fun where they have a bunch of bubbles. Again, overwhelming. But the ones you want to pay attention to are BUB coin and buy bubbles at the top there as well. They're the 2 you need. So like the bubbles chart as well is doing pretty well today, I think. I think I was looking at no, it's down 20. It's very volatile. It's down 20%. So I think overall we're still up. Yeah, up then down, up and down and up.
Oh,
and
I
down.
see.
So
they just need
Bubbles
to get their
coin-
liquidity up a little bit.
Yeah, market cap 50, and so you buy that one on Cetus, and that's you got your Bubbles coin. So you buy it, go to swap, buy Bubbles, and then come to BUB coin, and then you need to buy BUB coin as well. So you go here and you buy BUB. You buy BUB here, and then BUB will take you to Aftermath, and that's where you can buy your BUB coin. You don't need much to play. To start up, you need like about, I'd say $5-10 of each just to get a feel for the game. And then you also need a tank. So you get a tank for free when you start the game. So on load up of the game, it will say mint your tank. Then you can upgrade your tank. You can buy bubblers and just have at it, basically. It's the elevator pitch, I guess. And the reason I think this might be work is because everything's really deflationary. You're burning for all the bubblers you're making, you're burning for all the tanks you're upgrading, you're burning when you're claiming, there's burns everywhere. And so could be a play. It's high risk, quite inflationary, so we'll see how it goes. But fun. I like the design. It's pretty good.
You said it's got
We'll see how
a
it goes.
halvening mechanism like Bitcoin?
Yep. So for the first 50 days while you're mining the BUB coin, you're going to get the best amount of BUB coin for your machines. Then after 50 days, that's halved. Then after another 50 days, it's halved. So it's like a really aggressive halving schedule. So I think it's like 20 days old. So there's still another 30 days of the first halving. So it's still the best time to get the most of the BUB coin. So at the moment, I'm just claiming it and holding it. So at the moment, what have I got? You can come here to resources. I've got some 2 million bubbles and 1,410 BUB coin and a bunch of other stuff. And space 14 of 24. So I still have space to fill up my tank. Once it's full, then I have to upgrade to another tank to be able to get more, which means burning more BUB.
Yeah, Richie, I was just watching your video to try and figure out the ecosystem because you know, I'm already trying to get used to the new SuiTrump dApp, and then there's this at the same time. It's been quite a busy last week.
Yes, you're a busy man, Wise DGen. Busy man.
Rich, yeah, went from really slow to everything at once. You know, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah. And there's a referral system in this as well somewhere. If you go to profile, then you can copy your link, and then you get so the person who is using your link will get share your link, earn 2.5% of your referrals claim. So you earn 2.5% of whatever people under you claim as well. So that's a nice viral effect for it as well. So that should do it well for people who want to try build like communities and things around it as well. So quite a well-balanced, organized game. I think it's quite similar to Bitcoin on Abstract though, which is interesting. Don't know if you've seen that one.
No.
Yeah, I've seen that pop up.
Abstract. Always depth and G-Blue, man. Always top. Look at them go. Fantastic stuff. Where's Bitcoin? Big. Yeah, big coin. See, it's quite similar. Let's have a look.
It's got that 8-bit vibe going on.
It does, yeah. Which is, it's not the first time I've seen this. Yeah, you don't have a space to mine by facility. Yeah, it's quite similar, right? So it's similar, like you see this all the time in crypto, right? Like one platform pops up that's quite popular, and then you see it like spread on every single chain. Like that's the way it goes. So this is another mining. Yeah, you're mining big. You've got a hash rate. There's a happening total hash. So yeah, there's a referral system. 2.5%. Yeah, so you can see where like developers get inspiration from different chains. Probably this one was on Ethereum, right? And then someone forked it to Abstract and made it. And then someone makes it on Sui.
That's how they do it nowadays. Because it's so easy. It's so easy to scrape websites with AI tools. You can just copy exactly the same thing they're doing, and it's totally legitimate. I mean, it all depends on like morality and ethics, but I don't think it's bad in this case because it's not even the same chain. And plus they put their own spin on it. So, you know, that's just how things are these days.
I'm all for it. The more passive income dApps made by like developers who are trusted and that aren't going to steal the money, then do it, right? Like
exactly.
we need more of them.
Exactly.
Then we've got depth. I guess we're on Abstract. We can talk about depth. Peter, how's your depth going?
Depth is going good. It's still at 361 tokens a day. Hey, did you by chance catch the AMA today?
No, I didn't.
So there's apparently some new.
Yeah, I caught some of it there.
Millions. You watched it today, right?
I came in about halfway through, so I'd missed some of it. I've been out with the fam, but I did catch the gist of it. So I need to go back and rewatch the whole thing. But he kind of hinted at some alpha today. So basically, there's going to be a new protocol coming on. I don't know what chain. He didn't give that much away, to be honest. But apparently, the deeper you are in depth, the more it's going to benefit you, basically. So having depth token and also having a decent level NFT is going to play a big part in this new protocol. So I need to go back and rewatch the whole thing, but that's the gist of it, basically. So you can see depth was about 9% up today. So it's had a little bit of a pump on that news. So I don't know, Peter, if you caught anything else, because like I said, I need to go back and rewatch the whole thing. But there have been some buyers coming in, people preparing with some liquid depth, and probably some people upgrading their NFTs as well, because and also news of an airdrop. So this new there's going to be a new token, and I think the airdrop is going to depend. Yeah, it's going to depend on. Yeah, I know. We're getting spoiled, but yeah, there's going to be an airdrop coming. So many tokens.
Okay. So a different chain, another token.
Well, I don't know about chain. I'm not sure about the chain.
Okay.
Don't know about the chain.
That's interesting. But... Okay. I mean, Aaron's going to cook. That's what he does. For depth, so the last week we were talking, was it last week we were on and we were talking about depth? That would have been the 3rd of, so depth would have been about 30 cents at that point. So it has come down a bit from last week. So in the last week, we're down about 30%. So I think it's because people who are, like, if we go to depth, right? I think the reason is probably behavior of user. Because for example, like on my wallet, I'm looking at, my net position towards what I spent. So I put in 6,200. I've claimed out 2,300 at this point. But I'm still looking, I'm like, okay, I'm net negative 3,900. So there is going to be like a behavior psychology here where you're like, well, I need to get whole with this at the same time. So if continuous new money doesn't continue to come in, then of course, then the price would go down if everyone has that kind of thinking. But then they released the draw, and I wanted to do this on this video actually, where so for R1, so we're Abyssal, right, Pierre?
Yeah.
Right, and you can do a draw now where you can start to DCA to get into the next one, which costs 900 depth. So my strategy, which I've been doing with depth now, is if I come to swap, I'm holding 900 depth, which means I can now go into this raffle. With the rest of it, I've been swapping into USDC. So I've pulled about $800 of USDC from selling the depth, right? But I've decided to try and keep about 30% to 40% of the depth that I'm earning to hold it, build up to 900, and then come to the draw and then buy a ticket. So now I have 900 depth. It means I can buy a ticket for this. Because if I win this, I mean, there's only 2 entries right now. It needs to fill to 25. Once it fills to 25, one person will win an automatic upgrade to Haydal, right? And if I get that, then that's amazing, because I'll be going from 360 to 900. Well, no, after I sacrifice a bunch of stuff, but it unlocks the potential to do that. And if I wanted just to upgrade without that, I'm going to have to pay 22,000 depth, right? 22,500. So I'll buy the ticket. So I'll do it now. And what it also means is that if I buy 25 tickets, oh, I'm getting a warning. Address type danger. The spender address is externally owned. Potential scam address. Are we just we're just going to have to trust? Will I just trust Aaron? But what happens is if I buy
that's a common error that happens even with Slush Wallet. It doesn't mean it's actually dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know, because we never know, right? Error address, trust value 0. I'm going to wait. So I'm going to check it out. I'll ask Aaron. But basically, I'll go in with a 900, right? What happens is I'll get 1 ticket. If I buy 25 tickets with this strategy of taking like 30% of my depth and buying a ticket, once I get up to 25, and say I buy 25 tickets and I still haven't won, like that's really bad luck. But then I'll automatically get given my upgrade to the next tier anyway. So it's a nice way to DCA up your vault, knowing that you're going to spend the money, but you're spending incrementally. And if you win, you might spend less. And these exist across all vaults. So it doesn't matter what vault you're on, you can buy tickets up to 25. You see them all here. So like Millions, you're still on Bathiel?
Yeah, so I'm going to use, I'm basically going to start using that tactic to catch you guys up, because I want to get up to Abyssal.
Ooh.
So I want to get there anyway. So I might as well just be doing this.
Yeah, because Bathiel only has it's 18 tickets sold, so they only have what's that, like 7 tickets left for the Bathiel until they draw the winner. So it's kind of
Yeah, so
because
I
for
might
Abyssal,
bang one
it's,
of those in tonight.
yeah, it must be cheaper as well because the amount per ticket goes up in accordance to the cost of the vault. Essentially, that's why our one's pretty expensive. What's it, like 900 depth at the moment is 0.08 ETH. What's that like? Yeah, it's like $200 for a ticket for our
Yeah,
one. So the
yeah.
higher you go up, the more expensive they get. But so that's my
I'm
strategy
pretty sure
with that.
the Bayville one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 180 or 300 depth or something off the top of my head. I just had a quick look at it last night.
Yeah, it's not
but
bad.
it's not as high. But yeah, it's not bad at all. So I'm going to be hopefully catching you guys up, but then you'll probably win and you'll be up at.
I'm
So I'll
feeling
have to
lucky.
catch you again.
See what these people like. You see what they want me to do, right? Another
Oh, do it.
FOMO Sui.
Go on then, do it. Get some gambling going, Peter.
All right, we're gonna do a 1 hour one, guys.
1 hour FOMO.
All right, go to FOMOSui.com. Get in there.
Let me cancel this screen. Show them how it works.
All right, guys. FOMOSui.com. Come in. You pay $5 to win $50 in tree. That's your chance. And every 50,000 tree that you pay in, that's going to give you a ticket to win 500,000 tree. So FOMOSui.com. Go in, put your ticket in, and pay on in on that. And also, Richie, talking about Aaron's projects, I actually went in and I am still compounding and claiming on MSS. It is still working, and I am still using it to DCA into other projects.
That is
I've looked-
awesome. I've
I've
been
looked at
doing the same
MSS.
thing, just compounding, just for the hell of it. That's nice to hear. That's cool. I really liked that project.
It is so stinking cheap right now, man. You could buy a boatload of it and put it in there. And I'm telling you, man, it's still hard to believe that sucker went to 0.1495.
I know, man. If it wasn't for that
Crazy times.
second incident, I think it would have been really great. But I actually 3x my investment because I got in so early. But it could have been so much better. I was really excited. But that's awesome that it's so inexpensive now. You can actually still make some serious profit if you're paying attention.
All right, guys, there's a link. Hop in there because I'm going to buy my ticket. And if you don't play, I'm going to get it right back. There, I'm in. So if y'all don't play, I'm gonna get it right back.
I bought a nice another 10 million tree this week to add to the collection.
Boy, you bought it just in time. I'll tell you what, because whoever this is right here. Oh wow, they're doing it again. Hang on, we're going up again. Holy hell! Look at that, another one. Oh my god!
Hey, I think I need to grab some too right now.
You may see the thing
more.
of it is, it's like you remember when you watch the Jaws movies and you hear that music playing and it comes up and crunches you, and it's like you give this thing 3 barrels and it still comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, Furley, I can send you some tree. I've got loads of it, and I kind of think always with because tree went down to like a lower market cap from its high market cap. Now it's coming back up. Like it's important to sometimes spread the tokens around a bit. You don't want to see too many massive holders, right? So
yeah, and I always tell the developers, or you or anybody, whatever is sent to me, I do not touch it. It'll be a separate wallet. Yeah. It stays there until, we're like at huge market caps. But diamond-handed anything on any gifts, that's for sure. But on my separate personal wallet, I'm definitely going to buy some more too.
I'll sort you out some tree, man. Don't worry. Get you some tree. Get you a bit of tree.
Yes. So, the signals
So Peter,
Or,
the NF trees, are we still looking at May?
yes, we are still on target for May the 4th. So we are going to have May the Forest be with you day for launch. Richie, I will expect to see you with a lightsaber and a hood on, just like me on that day, sir.
Okay. May the 4th. Star Wars Day.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but it's May the Forest be with you.
Okay. I don't know, man. Like I liked the first Star Wars. I remember I was like when I was a kid, used to watch them. And then like for me, when I have good memories of my dad taking me to see the Phantom Menace because he used to work for British Telecom and he got free tickets to go to the cinema. So we went to watch Phantom Menace. And I still remember the popcorn thing with Jar Jar Binks on it. And like it was okay. Even as a kid though, I kind of thought like this doesn't look real like the original Star Wars because they use a lot of CGI, right? And then they made the other ones, they were all right. But then, like since Disney bought Star Wars,
Disney kind of put it in the trash.
what a shit I just didn't like any of the new 3 ones basically, and I didn't like I liked the Mandalorian, that was all right, but then they had a bunch of like I hope they sell it back to Lucas.
Peter, did you say May 4th?
Yeah, May the 4th.
May the 4th.
So the day before Cinco de Mayo. That's cool.
Yeah, May the Forest be with you.
So we got May the Forest be with you and then Cinco de Mayo. Nice.
Yeah.
That's on May 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's actually literally what it means in Spanish.
So you guys are in Mexico, right?
Yeah, me and Millions are going to be partying, even though it's a U.S. Celebrated holiday. In Mexico, they don't even celebrate it. It's more of a U.S. Mexican holiday that's not celebrated in Mexico very much. Most Mexicans are not even very familiar with Cinco de Mayo. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those odd little factoids.
But you look at this, man. We're actually toying with early October 25 resistance levels. So if we get through this area right here, we've got here and here to go to, and that's a good sight to see. And what's even crazier is when we hit all-time low on February 13th. If you hit view moral noodles, you would be at 852.83% on your money right now.
And Peter, you launched on Moonbags, is that correct?
Yes, Joe. I mean Millions.
So
cool.
So what I was wondering is the staking operation, is the staking function still working on Moonbags? Because it seems
it's not. You can stake, but there's no APR.
Yeah, because they seem like they gave up on the network when when the markets crashed. It seems like Raiden X and Moonbags, since they're connected, they kind of stopped really caring. But that's unfortunate. But luckily, it doesn't affect the project at all. So
Millions and I were talking about the strategy of single staking on Moonbags, and that was really attractive to a lot of people. So it
was a good strategy when it was working.
What about?
Oh God! More.
What about a single staking pool on SuiDex?
So, like the issue there is that we have the Master Chef gives the victory out and it's set. I can't change it. So it was funded with victory into a vault, and then that victory is given out to 3 places. It's given to the victory single stake in the locker. It's given to the farms, and it's given to the single stake for the Bitcoin, Sui, and USDC. And the amount that's being sent to those are programmed in. So after 1 year of being finished or running, after 52 weeks, the single stake emissions will end, and the deposit tax all set to 0, and people can leave, right? But that means that any other coins I add to the single stake are going to lower the APR across the board on the other 3, right? Because it's not like more victories given. It's the same amount of victory, which would then go to more pools, which would mean all the APR across the board would go down. So it's
And
not.
and Peter, there is
ideal.
other solutions for the SUI network that do offer single staking or any pair staking on the network that are in the application list that I could tell you about maybe after the stream, because I don't know if we want to be advertising other, decentralized exchanges, but there are single staking and dual staking options of any two coins. You can
Oh
even
no, absolutely. But SuiDex is home, baby.
Yeah, and until the feature gets actually materialized. If you're looking for a solution, I have some other options for you. We can talk off stream.
And this is actually an issue that I've been thinking about with SuiTrump as well, because I do want to make a single stake SuiTrump, but I was trying to figure out a way to make a single stake for SuiTrump without turning down the yield on SuiDex. So that's what I've been planning. So I am going to make a single stake for SuiTrump, but it's not going to be entirely tied to being rewarded victory. It's going to have, I'm trying to code up a 3 token reward single stake contract, basically. So it's going to have victory rewards from a system I'm going to try build that doesn't have to give victory to reward victory. It actually pools a victory to reward victory. Essentially, it's going to give SuiTrump, and it's going to have the ability to give another token as well. It's what I'm trying to build for phase 2. But it's quite ambitious.
I know the exact dApp that can do just that, but I have to double check it. That can do the same thing.
Yeah, if I find it, then I can look at it and then steal some ideas from it. Well, so it's because the issue with like adding, because with inflation tokens that have a capped amount of emission, right? So they're only going to send this much to the pools. Then that means that the only way that I can handle SuiDex to give more APR to different pools would be to cut from other pools. Essentially, is the only way. So that's at the moment in like short term for SuiDex. I think the only logical way forward would be look at liquidity pairs which aren't performing, which aren't attracting liquidity, and start to cut their allocations so that we can move allocation to LP, which is actually growing and being used, right? Used for trading and used for people claiming and talking about projects is, I think, the easiest way to go forward for SuiDex in short term. Like,
well, I'm excited to say
I could just keep adding pools, but if I just keep adding more and more pools, then there's just going to be less rewards for everyone who's already in, right? Which doesn't really.
I am excited to say, Richie, that the tree community has stepped up. We have put funds into the deck, so we are here, we are present, we are grinding.
Yeah, man. Now we just need to get you on CoinGecko. This is what I want. Like for tree, I want to get it on CoinGecko because then it shows that the SuiDex system works for helping coins, right? Helping coins grow market cap, helping coins get more liquidity, helping coins get seen by different platforms.
Yeah, I may need a little help with that, man, because
I actually have a way to get onto CoinGecko that is basically like a brute force that guarantees listing. So I can show you that after.
How'd you do that?
Hand jobs.
Well,
Richie, e-girls.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's better than that actually, but it's probably best.
Okay.
It's probably best talked off stream, but I can get you on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Richie, talking about Slush Wallet, CoinGecko, all that. It was, oh man, it was probably, we were probably somewhere around in here when I was trying to apply for CoinGecko, and they responded. They were like, "Listen, you don't have enough volume to do it," which was fine with me because I tried. But now that we're starting to get here, and I mean, my gosh, when we've got the volume over 24 hours is almost 14K. I mean, holy hell,
Yeah, for Sui,
that is kind of a similar thing to the solution I'm telling you about, but even better is just creating huge amounts of volume without actually like affecting the chart, because even cells count as volume. and if it's done correctly, you can inflate your volume to insane amounts. But there is better ways to do it than that.
Richie, look at it. Look at this nostalgic craziness. Look right here.
Sure. Wow, you got a lot.
Yeah.
What's the price now?
Holy crow!
Right.
That
the
is
price. The price is 8 zeros and 8505.
I just got to say something real quick. I just got to say something real quick. Hey, Mom, your MSS stake might still be valuable. I'm still compounding it for you.
Nice. Thanksgiving's not going to be so bad now.
No. Yeah, look. The liquidity is 14K. The market cap's 8K. So
yeah, mess. Yeah.
But it still trades. It still trades.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's iron. You know, things he builds, he never, like, even Bomb, right? Bomb from like 7 years ago or 6 years ago, you can still buy it. Everything still works. It's just he's moved on to try and build. So I'm interested to see what he wants to do with depth now, though, and GBlue. Like, that's I want to watch that. I'm trying to see if I can just find the live and then pull the information.
So Richie, check this out, and I'm going to draw the same lines for SuiTrump. So we've erased a zero on tree, and this is the deck screener chart. So this up here was $4 Sui. This was July of last year. From what's interesting is on Noodles, if you go to view more, we've actually got where'd it go? We're 862% up from the all-time high. I mean, from the all-time low. We've only got 98% to go to the all-time high. So let's see if this thing measures out right. So if we go from here up to here, that's saying somewhere around I wonder why it says 98%, because it only measures to about right there. Wonder why.
I'm not sure, actually.
You can see over here.
It's also because you're burning a lot, right? So then the market cap price is going to be a lot different by the time it gets back up to its all-time.
Speaking of burning, we're down to 895 million circulating tree. And that's out of 1 billion. So if you want to get tree, it's
15%
getting scarce by the day.
Total burned.
What millions?
So
is that 15% of the total supply burned at this point?
Yeah, we've got basically,
I think it's locked. Some is locked, right? Some is locked, some is burned, some is
5.5% is locked until the summer of 27. I'm going to extend it all until the end of 27. We got close to 6% burned, and then the rest of it. Oh, Richie, I've actually burned some of the LP tokens on SuiDex. So there's some permanent LP now on Turbos and on SuiDex as well.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm meaning to help you track that. Just been quite busy.
Trust me.
Trying to fix something at the moment.
It's good. So we got tickets coming in for the while you're doing that, let's look at these. Let's look at some of these comments. Millions, help me sift through these. Let's see here. Yeah, waiting on me. You know, had some Mardi Gras hero crap. Sorry, and again, sorry about that for starting so late, you guys. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. I am Trumpinating. Richie, there's a new term, arboristing.
Arboristing. Oh, yeah, exactly. Arboristing.
Yes. Look at this. The 3 DeFi wise men. Oh my gosh. I've got a new live stream chat. Richie, next week in Millions, we got to do a thumbnail with us all dressed as the wise men. Let's see. There was another one. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is the comment. Aaron said his new project will be his biggest yet and confident it will surpass Bomb, and that was 45 million TVL. Interesting.
I hope.
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna be
mean,
a cheap fork.
Aaron was saying on the stream that
What did he say?
yeah,
Millions?
I don't know if I've got a lag on my microphone. I'm not sure.
No, you don't.
I'm not sure if there's a lag going on with the audio. Yeah, Aaron was saying that he's expecting when he drops a bit more news about this new protocol, he's expecting the tokens like the depth and GBlue to really start rallying like big time, like massive time. So they're obviously fairly tightly linked in that respect. But I don't really have any more information. But he's quite confident that it's going to really, really pump depth, and even potentially mentioned a book as well. He said MSS not so much included in this, but book could indeed go absolutely wild as well. I don't know. He was that's what he was saying on the stream.
I have a lot of book locked in that single side stake. I need that book out of there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got quite a lot in there actually. Patiently waiting.
Richie, Brad Hartman wants you to bring the spoon back.
Oh yeah, I was just making porridge with it actually. The spoon still exists.
Porridge,
Because
Hey, but
because
we
I
have
won the
porridge.
fucking spoon. I didn't tell you about the golf competition actually. So I
Yeah,
hosted the
tell
golf
us, man.
competition. It was great actually. So we turned up. We did the. I'm sure I have a video somewhere actually. Because I put it on Chinese social media.
Hey,
to
Gummit,
promote
break
my
it
pub.
out.
Let me see if I can find it. Must be somewhere. But yeah, so what happened was we did the competition, which was cool, and I came last because this is quite funny actually. So I decided to team up with a girl called Elena who told me that because the way it was a scramble, golf scramble, so it means you're teams of two and you play a shot each and the best shot leads. So there were like 26 teams, all with two people. And then we came last because she told me that she used to play golf for the United Nations. Right. And I was like, nice, United Nations. This is going to be amazing. Like, you must be fantastic. Like, I'd played golf like twice in my life. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to be rubbish, but you're going to make amazing shots. And then at least we're going to come in the middle somewhere. So we get there. Turns out she didn't have any clothes for golf. So she was wearing like jeans and a t-shirt. And they told her, well, you need to change. So she had to borrow clothes from someone else to play golf, golf clothes basically. And then we went to the driving range beforehand. And then, she turns and goes, by the way, how do I hold this? So, what? You told me you played golf for the United Nations. Like, she's like, yeah, I did, but it was a while ago. It's like, you told me it was 3 months ago. It's like, well, it wasn't really 3 months ago. It was more like, like 10 years ago. It's like, right. So it turns out, yeah, we came last. We had a good time, but then I got the spoon. So the spoon is now in my house because wooden spoon for last. But it was great. And then we had a big dinner afterwards, gave the prizes to the winners, and now I have a golf club kit, so I can use that for, but I can't find the video. I don't know where it is.
Another bit of breaking news. Tree has just passed, or it has already passed, a $100,000 market cap for the second time in history of the project.
Fantastic. Congratulations, Peter.
Thank you.
This is good news.
Work, mate.
This is good news.
That's a true statement. They don't have enough tree in SuiTrump with all this alpha. No, you do not. No, you do not. Not financial advice.
Oh yeah, there it is. I found it. Let me see if I can load it up into stream.
Sure.
Add video file. So is Sui pumping today as well? I haven't looked at this. I had no time. That's good. When you get like buy pressure and Sui's going up at the same time. Like,
right.
This is the best thing.
Richie on SuiTrump. If we claim the $1.50 level back on Sui, what kind of performance are you looking on SuiTrump?
I've always wanted about 5 million market cap is my goal for SuiTrump in the short term. And then once we get to 5 million market cap, then it's 50 would be the next goal that I'd like to get to. All-time high was like 2 million, so it's doable. And I mean, the supply is less than it was before. We have way more utility and things to do with it. Problem with SuiTrump a lot of the time is that it's called SuiTrump. it's one of the issues that we've had with SuiTrump recently, because
At least it's not a Sui. At least it's not a Trump tweet.
Well, just before he got in power, like everything that he was saying was registering with everyone in crypto, right? Because and definitely, like, SuiTrump isn't a political coin. I even put it on the new website. We're not a political coin. It's an on-chain social experiment. This is exactly what SuiTrump is. But before he was president, he was saying that he was going to pump everyone's bags. And that's, I think, the biggest issue for crypto with any Trump coin. That, unfortunately, he hasn't pumped our bags. Like, anything to do with world politics, economics inside of America, his ICE, anything to do with that, I don't think it really matters for people who are buying coins. They just want to see number go up for Bitcoin, number go up for their Ethereum and, you know, their Solanas. And it didn't happen. So that's the one problem I think that SuiTrump has had. So now the effort is that can't rely on, of course, a bear market. And it's not his fault. The bear market hit, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe if he, like, it's just what happens. Maybe by the time he's done, crypto will go into the next bull market and then everyone will love him again in crypto land. But so that's why I started building this, because like, well, we could just build around it and start to craft out an identity which isn't just based around liking Trump, because the market isn't on his side right now. So it's quite funny though. But yeah, here's the video on the golf. I put it up. I'm Richie from Susie's, and this year we sponsored and hosted the very first Susie's Golf Open here at Zipping Bay Golf Club. We had 24 players join us for the day, a great mix of golfers, friends, and some new faces. Holger went through the rules and got everyone organized. We handed out our Susie's gift bags, which included branded hats and special Susie's Open golf balls. The format was simple. Teams of 2, scramble format, best shot plays next. Then it was time to get started. We signed the welcome wall, jumped into the carts, and we hit the course. 18 holes. Let's go. From there, it was all about the golf. Great drives, questionable shots sometimes, some solid putting, and a few balls that didn't quite make it to their intended destination, as in, yes, they sunk into the water. But more than anything, this day was about community. At Susie's, we're a British-style bar, and in UK culture, the pub is the heart of the community. It's where people come together, meet new faces, and we share experiences. And that's exactly what we want Susie's to be. A place where everyone is welcome, whether you play sports or not. So if you haven't been to Susie's That was my partner there. in Hefei yet, come by and say hi. As for the course itself, Zipping Bay is a great course, but it's definitely not an easy one. A few of the holes are really challenging, especially the par 3s over the water. You're standing on the tee, looking at the green, and there's nothing but water in between. So it's one of those shots where you either commit and go for it, or you're reaching for another ball pretty quickly because you've just lost one into the bottom of the pond. The course is really well organized, from the welcome desk to the driving range. It's quite long though. Don't know if you want to watch the whole thing. But yeah, eventually we went to the pub. Yeah, and then we had the prize game. And now the winners. So the Susie's Open champions for 2026 are Donovan and Ruben. Champions of the very first Susie's Open. Your photo is going up on the wall, guys. Don't worry about that. The longest drive was Gabe at a massive 250 yards. Nearest to the hole, that guy was a beast. Absolute beast. Like, I think he's Samoan, so like just got the power. Like, absolute power.
He's strong.
Was Niles on hole 3. The most balls lost was young Oscar. Well done. 8 balls. What an achievement. The best dressed were Holger and Svenja, who looked fantastic in their matching pink attire. But yeah, that's my bar there. So that's Susie's. That's what I do in the daytime, basically. Trying to run a pub, build a community. Same thing I do in crypto, basically. Bring people together, have lots of fun. But yeah. But I'm sure you don't, like, the video is quite long, so I'm sure you don't want to watch the whole thing. But
Richie,
yeah,
so we got Jade did some more work, and he sent a video of what he's got working on the garden battles. So I've got that to share with everybody.
Yeah, show us what you got going.
So Jade sent this over. There's no audio to it, but he sent this over to show the game actually functioning. on here. So just kind of let's get this thing playing. Let me do this a different way. Hang on.
Okay, I fixed the problem. Good. Sorry, I was fixing something.
Richie, you were working while I'm loading this up. So you had Millions. Check this out. So he was working on two things on his SuiTrump app. So he was working on the limit option. What else were you trying to fine tune on that?
I was on we have a raffle going right now. So if you go to the SuiTrump.com app and you go to raffle, you'll see there's a raffle running. I'm giving away 100 Sui. It's about $100. But there was a problem that because I made a fancy new swap thing, the bot wasn't picking up some of the tickets. So I just fixed it. All you need to do to win the raffle is buy tickets, basically. And you can only get tickets by buying SuiTrump. That's how it works.
So Richie, Jade sent this over. He was actually self-testing the game between him and one of the other people on his team.
Cool.
And on this, you can see the abilities at the bottom. See Shovel Spear, Acorn Slingshot, Fungal Rot, Rainstorm, things like that. And those are when you jump into the game. What happens is, of course, you pay your Sui going in. And then when you jump in, what happens is, let's see, it's about a 2-minute video, but see how it's showing. Yeah. So on this, it's just kind of a loose display of the abilities that have been activated on the garden battles. So you'll actually be able to see how it's different every time, like Stone Nunchuck, Poison, Bark Skin Armor. Things like that, and it shows. So on the bottom, it shows your hit points, what takes off your life or adds to your life. So like there's Rainstorm, so you get offensive powers and defensive powers through each battle.
So what are they doing at the moment?
So basically, what's happening is this bar. We've got to refine this, but I want to show this to you guys for the general concept.
Thorn Spike Bomb, Stone Nunchuck, Bears, Bark Skin Armor. So they're buying like
you're buying you're buying either offense or defensive abilities. So what happens is when you go in, you're making the choice: am I going to go at this person hard, or am I going to set up defense? And what happens is you're either affecting growth or taking away growth, and then once the other person's tree is dead, that's when either you win or lose. And we're going to refine the graphics stuff, but I wanted to at least bring this out to show you the basic functionality of the initial game that's going to be available right when we start rolling through this.
Okay, what's that? That's your sapling?
Okay, yes. So see, you start as a sapling. See how this tree over here is starting to grow? And then what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your tree growing the fastest before this person's able to grow out. So you can see on the left-hand side, the bar is going up. And then on the right-hand side, it's not going up at all. But that's
not growing.
Yeah, that's the duration of the video right there.
And that'd be 2 people PvP, or you'd be playing against
no, it's PvP.
I just noticed that with your t-shirt, it looks like you're a floating head. Because you're wearing a green t-shirt. I am.
Yeah, there you go. Hey man, I have been stinking excited over the past 3 days. Oh, by the way, Wise Degen has a giveaway, guys, for the stream. And just so you will know, this is the hashtag that you need to put. Let me remove this and put this in the comment section. So if you start to put in the hashtag giveaway, Wise Degen has Wise Degen, if you're there, I think he's coming right back.
That's right. So basically, I am a team member of that original NFT project, and I do have some extra ones. So I said, each of us, you and Millions and Richie, can each do a giveaway for one of them, and I'll supply it myself to you guys to give away. So yeah, go ahead and post that. That gets you that bonus on the BUBLZ project that Richie was talking about earlier and just did a video of.
So it doesn't matter if you're watching on X, Kick, YouTube, wherever. See, Matt gets the idea. And
Hashtag giveaway. I'm winning it. If I
yeah,
win
so
it.
if we have
So
three entries,
you guys can decide however you want to do your giveaways on your own. Like I don't care. I'll send it to you for the giveaway.
yeah, I'm gonna sign up for it too.
Awesome.
There we go. We got 3 coming. Come on, guys, get it in there.
Nice.
So, so
Let's let that
Richie,
roll.
really and truly, right now, like I was telling Millions yesterday and today, we are really and truly between SuiTrump getting the dApp together just to make it easier to buy SuiTrump. There's several pools to jump into to stake on SuiDex. It has never been easier to buy SuiTrump than right now.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, if I show the there was a small error there with the raffle, but the raffle's still running. Let me explain this.
Let me pull it up for you.
Yeah, if you go to raffle in the app, then it's going to show. So this lights up when the raffle's running. It runs in the Telegram for SuiTrump, and it also runs in the Telegram and on the app as well. So it's the same thing. So when it's live, you'll see there's live. I'm going to make this look prettier, but the main thing is that it works is the most important thing. So it's going to run for 2 weeks. So it's now 7 days and 7. It's about 13 days left on it, right? So it's going to continue to run. At the end, then 2 winners will be drawn. There's 100 Sui to be won. 80% of that, so 80 Sui, is going to go to the ticket draw. And 20%, so 20 Sui, is going to go to the lucky ticket winner. So there's 2 draws. The main tickets are the more SuiTrump you buy, the more tickets you get. So if you come and you click on buy SuiTrump to earn tickets, and you buy, say, 1 Sui, like 5 Sui of tickets, or 10 Sui of tickets, or wherever, you'll get more tickets. And the lucky draw is for every time you buy tickets. So there's 2 strategies here. If you just want to try win the lucky raffle, then just continue to buy small amounts of SuiTrump, right? Bang, 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 and build up your lucky tickets. If you go to the leaderboard on the raffle and go down there, you can see that Brett Prince here is already, in under 24 hours, he's already smashed 30 lucky tickets. So all he's doing is he's continually buying small amounts because he wants that 20 Sui, right? So he's going for the lucky tickets. He's bought more. He's got the most amount of tickets, but he's also been smashing the lucky tickets as well. So that's his strategy.
Brett is a maniac participator in everything SuiTrump because he's been around since the first week, and he is all about it. Brett's awesome. He's a cool guy. He's a good friend of mine.
And also, he's won the last 2 lucky ticket raffles with this same strategy. Actually, no, the last time, because when the winner is announced, it shows you your percentage chance rate of winning. And the last one, he actually only had a few lucky tickets, and he had like a 0.5% chance of winning, and he won. Like, unbelievable. He's a lucky guy.
Well, it's not just lucky. It's I see that you reward people that pay attention, because everyone had the same amount of chance, but since he pays attention and sees when the raffles are starting, he actually participates, which is really a cool thing, because then we're not rewarding bots or, fair weather fans. You're rewarding the people that actually believe in the project, which I think is a much better strategy.
Yeah, that's why I put the Sui NS into the raffle, because you can see on the leaderboard there's Brett Prince, Richie by name, Sunny Sui, CM Silver are all listed in the leaderboard right now because we know who they are. So which is
nice.
I think Sunny there, she's just saying giveaway actually in the comments as well. Sunny Began.
Sunny is definitely the most VIP member of the SuiTrump community. She just got her X account suspended, and she has a new one. So she's asking everyone to follow her new account. So everyone should follow Sunny's new X account, because she got suspended for invalid reasons because the AI on X. So she's been in the project since the first week and is always helping support the project. So follow her new X account.
What's it called?
Let's see.
Sonny, put your X handle in the comment section, please.
Yeah, and hopefully Sonny has some tree as well. You got to have some tree, Sonny. Got to have some SuiTrump. Got to have some tree. That's the way.
She does have tree, because one of the videos that she made with the influencer had a dual advertisement for SuiTrump and Tree. So she's definitely a Tree fan as well.
Really? What influencer?
The one that I made for everybody, the one that has the SuiDex.
The e-girl. Okay.
The e-girl. Yeah, but
SuiDex
some people
girl.
have been getting creative and making them, because you can just say to the AI, I want this person to appear in a park doing this, or I want this person to appear watching TV. I can play a 54-second video that I made that's a collaboration of the community's videos real quick.
You guys be sure to follow Brett too. He does a lot of work for SuiTrump, a lot of work for Tree. So yeah, Brett Prince 777. Make sure you follow him. Sonny need that. Oh, there it is. There it is, Richie. Sonny Began.
Hey Peter, give me a shout out too. No one's following me. I'm doing all the stuff behind the scenes. No one follows my account.
There, Mr. Wise.
I'm just the AI cyborg. No one follows me.
Everybody give the cyborg e-girl manager a follow.
E-pimp.
Yes.
Millions have noticed on your X, like you do a lot of like walk and talk and stuff content. Do you find that it gets more engagement, like from the algorithm?
Yes,
I haven't done the walk and talk stuff for a few weeks now, because I've been so freaking busy. But I think the on X particularly, actually, it works pretty well on X. I mean, YouTube doesn't tend to give a crap, really. I think YouTube likes the tutorial stuff a bit more than the walk and talk stuff. But I think X is a bit more open to that sort of thing. So I
got to share with you guys. There is a XAI SDK that will actually optimize your X account profile for you. It'll tell you your health of your profile and how to make it optimized. It's through a terminal, either Linux, Windows, or Macintosh. It's the XAI SDK, and it is amazing what you can do with it if you know how to, use that kind of stuff. So it is really cool. I can show you guys later on nerd mode, because I know it's kind of boring for the stream.
All right, Sonny, got you a follow. Everybody go follow Sonny right now. Sonny,
I lost about 30 followers actually last week.
Put your
questioning the moon mission.
Richie, you need to, if you ever are bored or not bored, you need to make sure to follow Million's profile when he tries to have discussions about moon missions and the shape of the Earth on X. He is a professional at triggering people.
Millions, I'm willing to go for a debate with you, because I'm a computer science nerd. I study computer science, astronomy, and I can debunk any things that you have. If you ever want to go have a debate online, I'm willing to go toe to toe, because I can absolutely smash any doubt you have. I have all the absolute facts. So
we have the right location for that, and Millions has a specific channel for that. So Wise DGen, take that, and Millions, you know where I am, and I will be the referee.
Let's go.
Richie, we can sell an NFT for this. We can sell admission tickets.
There we go. Let's monetize it. Let's go.
So sorry, I was lagging there for a while. You were talking about aliens, right? Or moon? The moon? You talking about the moon?
He was saying how Millions is skeptical of moon landings and things like that, and I said I'm willing to debate him live on stream, and we should sell tickets to it. And Peter's like, yeah, let's do it.
So it's interesting, because I'm also a bit dubious about the moon landing in, like, what was it, 1970s, when 76?
Holy hell, look at that,
69.
guys.
Yeah, 1969, right? Oh, there we go.
that.
We're off. So I'm dubious about those times with moon landing, because, I mean, it's almost 100 years ago at this point. Well, it's not 100 years, it's like 60 years ago.
I can give you like a crash course if you want. It was because it was about international battle of dominance, and USA wanted to look better than, the USSR. So they put a huge amount of budget into it. And they realized that going to the moon is not practical. So they put all of their money into actual, informational gathering rather than showing off. That's why we didn't go for so long. But there are current satellites orbiting the moon that show the actual moon rover tracks. There's mirrors on the moon that you could shine lasers at and get a response back. Even you can do that as a personal citizen. You can do that experiment.
Speaking of going to the moon, I think the booster rockets are about to ignite, Richie. I really and truly do, because
they're already out and taking pictures from the moon of the Earth in the Artemis 2 mission.
See that green candle? That's headed to the moon right there.
My computer's just randomly start playing music. Hang on. Trying to stop what's going on. It's all the seas aliens, man. It's fucking alien.
I know all this aliens.
Dadgum cryptocurrency.
That is kind of moonshot there.
All right, guys, we're up to 8 entries. So, Wise DGen, you want to do 3 of one for each channel?
Say again?
We're up to 8 entries. You want to do 1 for each channel?
Yeah, so it's going to be
right.
one for each channel. So I guess
here we go.
Yours, Richie's, Millions, mine, whatever, however we want to do it.
Sure. Guys, you got 10 seconds to put hashtag giveaway in if you haven't done it yet. There's 58 of you watching. We only got 8 entries. So put hashtag giveaway in the comment section if you want to win one of these NFTs. 10 more seconds.
Mine requires a follow, repost, and a like on the stream for mine.
Sick 'em, Wise DGen, sick 'em. All right, here we go. There we go. Blockchain money just got in. That's 9. Anybody else? 3, 2, 1. All right, here goes the first one.
I will do a secondary giveaway personally for me at the end to give people more time.
All right, Bo Hunt, head to the SuiTrump. Richie, which Telegram you want them in? Does it matter?
The SuiTrump Telegram itself, I believe, would be the best place. That's the one that I'm monitoring the most. On there, I'm Mr. Furley, as displayed, but it's at Mr. Furley 52. And by the way, guys, a safety warning for everybody. There's going to be people trying to make fake NFTs of these things. There's going to be people, scammers. Make sure you know who you're talking to. Double check everything. Take your time. Don't get scammed. We don't want anyone getting any malicious kind of things happening. That's very important.
Bo Hunt, congratulations.
Yes. All right, here we go. All right, here's winner number 2.
It's me. Richie.
Oh, good. Matt's won. Good job, Matt's.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy. That's cool.
The timestamp guru. All right. Here comes number 3.
Of course. I was going to say, I thought it stopped on
Yes, Sonny. Good job, Sonny.
Hey, much deserved.
All right, Wise, that's 3. You want to do 4?
Yeah, and then at the end, I'm going to do a 5th giveaway personally for anyone that came in late. So we can do mine right now.
Well, they can still put hashtag giveaway, and they can still win in the end. So if they do that, that'll be good. All right, here we go. All right, here's one more.
Oh, you won.
I'll give mine away. I'll give it away later this week. But Wise DJ, I'll send you my address. All right, so we'll do the 5th one at the end. Richie, I do have a question for you. Let's talk about SuiTrump. So you want to get to your goal is a $5 million market cap. Okay.
Yeah, for goal 1. Yeah. Okay. First goal, $5 million.
So goal 1. All right, so let's see. Let's go out to Just curious about this because I was checking out your chart just the other day.
I'll be right back real quick, guys, so I can
Thanks for the
handle that.
warning.
You'd have to probably check it on the because the charts on Dex Screener are based on when the liquidity was formed, right? So the oldest liquidity pair for SuiTrump is the move pump one, which unfortunately is not accessible because of how annoying Sui is with how liquidity works. It's that Sui, man, I tear my hair out about these guys sometimes, man.
Which one do you want me to look, look at?
The one at the top there with the blue circle. Yeah, that's our oldest liquidity. So that's when we bonded. So there's like about what? 15,000. Yeah, $14,000 of that's burnt liquidity. It doesn't can never be accessed. That was when we launched. So you can zoom out there. That will give the whole lifespan of SuiTrump.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
How it worked. Press the auto button. Ignore the big red candle at the start. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're at $122,000 market cap. Obviously, this liquidity is not accurate just for the sake of this video.
This is in move pump, right? So it's weird because we have three main liquidity sections for SuiTrump. There's move pump liquidity, which is on Blue Move Dex, which is now closed, right? So actually, this liquidity is almost inaccessible. It only works through another company that acquired Blue Move Dex, and they've decided not to allow people access to it for some weird reason. I've actually been trying to. I was trying to break into it this week because I want it. Not to sell. It's burnt liquidity, right? So it's there just for trading. But annoyingly on Sui, they do this kind of stuff. So eventually it will open up again. But anyways, and then we have on SuiDex and we have on Cetus liquidity, which is formed by myself from my own money and from our community as well, who are farming. So
is it a more accurate chart on Cetus?
No, because this is the longest. The chart's going to be exactly the same, give or take, but this has the longest history. So this is the whole history of SuiTrump because this is the oldest liquidity we have.
But it still matches the price to today, right?
I'll give or take by like 2 or 3%. It's pretty much the same.
Okay, so it's at least a general idea. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So millions. This is what I was talking about the other day. So on this, so to get back to Richie, to get back to your all-time high, you're looking at about a 1,400% pump.
That's right.
That's still so doable. I mean, that's 100% doable.
Yeah, it is. And it's I mean, to give some insight on that. So when we were at our all-time high before, remember it was last summer, I was in Italy. Yeah. I woke up, nice place, little medieval town. I looked at the SuiTrump marketing wallet. I was like, holy, I got like 180K in here of SuiTrump in the marketing wallet. At any point did I think, oh, it's about time that Richie takes some profit. You know, it's about time that I start selling those SuiTrumps. I didn't touch it. You can see, you can go to the SuiTrump coin, SuiNS. You can see the marketing wallet. The only time it's ever used is to give away SuiTrump. It's never been touched. It's never been sold by me. It's never been moved because it's not the point for me to profit from the coin that way. Of course, if I build tools like SuiDex and things, then of course I can profit from that because it's you're earning from fees and things, right? But in terms of just making a coin, waiting for the coin to go up and then selling your own coin, there's no point. And that's what a lot of is weird because in crypto, a lot of people seem to actually idolize developers who do that, right? They're like, oh, that kid, he went on Pump.fun, he made a coin and then he rugged it, like, and then he got 20K. Like, and some people in crypto actually think that's, you know, a heroic act or a genuine win for that kid. I'd really, it's beyond me, right? Because the whole point of building projects should be, of course, at the end of the road, you want to be like, yeah, I put a lot of work into my coin and my community and everything. In the end, I came out with more money than I put in, you know, and like that's of course the dream, but not at the point of selling on top of the heads of the people who you brought along for the
Richie,
journey.
You got to understand, I'm trying to been explaining to you for the past 2 years. You are a unicorn developer when it comes to developers, especially in the Sui network and especially in Solana, because literally like the barrier to entry for a meme coin these days is just don't screw over your holders what you're doing is so like
Yeah.
the exact opposite of that. It is unbelievable. So I'm actually making a whole video specifically on how overly legitimized this project is, because it is bananas in comparison. Because like you were talking about liquidity to market cap ratio, the top 10 coins on CoinGecko for the Sui network, we're like number 12 or something. But our liquidity to market cap ratio is somewhere in the range of 70%. And all of the ones above it, the next highest one was like the hippopotamus one, and they only have like 5%. And from there it gets worse.
Where can you find, Richie, total liquidity for your project? Where's a metric on that?
Noodles. You go to Noodles, you go to market, or if you just go to Noodles, it'll show all liquidity. So there's a total 86,000 at the moment.
What do you do? Divide liquidity by market cap to figure out the ratio?
Yeah, I mean, looking at that there, it looks about 60 to 70%. But from
so
what Pearlie's saying,
what I did is I go to CoinGecko to find the top, meme coins on the network that's listed on CoinGecko. You can list it by top 10, and then from there, if you go to Noodles, which is Sui network specific, you can see the market cap to liquidity ratio, because they should put all together the LPs from, say they have some LP on Cetus, on Turbos, on Move, on whatever, they should be able to show all of them together. And then from there you do the math. And yeah, it is pretty ridiculous how some of the top coins on CoinGecko have like less than 5% liquidity to market cap ratio, where SuiTrump has like an insane percentage, and I believe Tree has a pretty good percentage.
The same.
Too.
Well,
that's
just what I want to say, Furley. It's like from what we run with SuiTrump, there's a reflection there on the way that Tree has been since launch as well. Same thing, like high moral value of how to treat your community. Same thing with the way that like we were talking about dApp before, how Aaron treats his protocols. I mean, even for dApp, he spent his own money to enter the platform. It's not like he minted himself a bunch of tokens, then went into dApp and said, "Oh, now I'm making loads." He spent his own cash to enter his own protocol because he believes that it's going to be a printer, right? Like we talked earlier about the Grace currency, same thing there. Like they're running for over 2 years, always holding, up a high moral standard on how to run the project in a fair money kind of way.
That's what I say. I invest in people.
There's only a few unicorns
projects.
though. Yeah.
I invest in people's integrity. I invest in people's, moral compass, their ethics. I invest in people rather than tokenomics. That works out a lot better. And yeah, next step is getting Peter on CoinGecko. That'll be the next mission here for me.
Oh man, let's do that. Man, that would be tremendous. So Richie, our market cap goals for Tree, we're at 102 right now. We want to get back to the original all-time high market cap of 330,000. Then I was telling millions earlier today and yesterday. I want to hit the 500,000. The ultimate goal for starters, not an end, but for starters, is 1 million. That would be a great millions. So what were you saying yesterday about when the bigger fish start to come in and they see certain levels of market caps when they start to chime in?
Yeah, I think sometimes people just sort of watching to see if the momentum is there and the interest is there. I mean, obviously, the earlier you get in, the bigger the upside potential is. But I think sometimes people just want to, just keep a little eye on things. And when things hit like, 100,000 market cap, they start to think, okay, there's obviously a bit of a community building here. And then the confidence grows to start getting involved a little more. So, as much as there's tons of opportunity by getting in at a really low market cap, like super, super low, sometimes, people are just waiting around a little bit just to see if the momentum's building, to see if the community is there. And I think like 100,000 is a really good psychological point to reach.
Yeah.
And obviously, for me, that would make perfect sense. So it's great to see Tree, banging around that level now.
Yeah, and I just got a message from the dev. They are watching the live stream. They are cranking away. So I'm hoping hoping by the first week to have another preview for you guys to show on the game. We are very excited at this opportunity, and we are also excited about how much we are able to contribute into SuiDex to raise the overall TVL for the decks as well. And Richie, thank you for the
volume,
explanation.
It's the volume that's the key, though. The volume is the like, for example, I have a conversation open with CoinGecko, and this was like a month and a half, almost 2 months ago. We had the initial conversation. We gave them all the information. We said, okay, can you now put us SuiDex on CoinGecko so that all of our volume can be shown there? They're like, yes. Would you like it to be done in 2 weeks? Then you can pay us $12,000. I was like, okay. Or they're like, or you can wait for up to 3 months and then we'll do it. I was like, well, we'll take the 3-month route. Like, I'm not paying you $10K just to do something you could do for free. Like, that's insanity. Right. I know the game. I know the game. Your game is up. But it's been just about 2 months now. So I was just messaging them then because we have open communication with them. So it's just saying, okay, guys, so, your estimation of 3 months, you must be pretty much done or ready to do something. So, because once that's up, what it does for Tree is that all of your, say today you have volume on, let me just check, Tree's volume today on your different markets. So on SuiDex, your volume is $10,000 of volume. And then on Cetus, you've got another 3,000 as well. So it's 13,000.
Cetus?
No, sorry, Turbo, sorry. So that's like almost $14,000 of daily volume, right, on the token. And that's what CoinGecko watch. They watch volume on token. They don't really care about the token price going up and down.
Yeah.
They just want to see the trades so that if there's more volume, then there's more fees, and then it's that's what they want to know. So when we unlock SuiDex into CoinGecko, then all the volume that Tree is doing on SuiDex will be shown to CoinGecko, and then they'll be like, oh, list, right? So it's this kind of step process that we have to go through to get there. Same for Victory. Once that volume on Victory is shown, then it can immediately get on CoinGecko. Problem for Victory as well is that we minted Victory, created it on SuiDex, so they need to understand the SuiDex package in order to even list Victory as a coin. So it's all of the things
Richie,
I wish I knew before we started, but now I know them. That's life.
Richie, you are also listed on StockTwits. Did you know that?
I did not know that. StockTwits. What's that?
This is a investing social media platform, and SuiTrump has its own room.
Cool.
So people can go in, like, look, someone put in here blue face, baby.
Interesting.
That is username Satoshi Christ.
I knew that was Satoshi. I knew it.
Look, it will probably pump because it's a blue Trump.
Yeah. When was that written, though?
That was last summer. This one right here was a month ago.
Okay. So it's not super active, but that's interesting. I've never heard of StockTwits.
StockTwits is great.
That's a lot of Tree guys. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Gotta find the Trump one. Let's see where to go. Oh hell, let's just put that in there. How we feel? We are bullish on SuiTrump.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, everything's pumping today. Kind of small pump today on the market. Zcash pumping.
Yeah, Zcash and Monero. I think Zcash is up like 14, 15. Monero's up about 7%. So the privacy tokens are doing well.
That's a big deal about those privacy coins pumping, because that's part of the S2 stack that Sui Network is converting to, is privacy by default, but compliant when necessary for the tax man. Sui Network knows how important that is, that privacy is, a big deal. They actually built it from the ground up with privacy in mind, but they knew it was too early, so they waited. So now it's going to be privacy by default, so it can bring in the industries, because they don't want people to see their transactions and what they're doing with their money. But they also need to be compliant with tax auditors, so they can give the tax auditors a private viewing key only, so they can be transparent to the tax auditors, but invisible to the other competition or the public spying eye. It's a perfect balance. That's what's going to bring in huge industry activity once that's fully implemented. That's why I'm very bullish.
Richie, the Muse community, I'm in their team chat. They're about to release a game on Sui.
Oh, really? Okay. I think I have a direct message from. Is it? I get so many messages, man. I'm trying to find. I'm sure I saw one from Muse somewhere. What's the developer on Muse again?
Sweet 2, something like that.
Yeah, that's it. Well, let me find them. Yeah, what are they making?
Some type of shooter game.
Peter, your NFT is ready to pick up, but the way it's designed, you have to pick it up through Tradeport.
By golly, let's go to Tradeport.
Pick it up.
Wise teaching.
Guys, my Uber Eats driver is messaging me, so I think he's outside.
He's your best friend, man.
Yeah, I see a lot of him. Yeah, it's just too easy out here. It really
You
is.
pay with your Uber with
gentlemen, I'm gonna have to
crypto,
make
right?
a move.
Hey, you pay with your
yeah.
Uber with crypto, right?
Oh yes, it's more than doable.
Really?
More than
Wow.
doable. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it
yeah.
a taxable
Yeah,
event or?
No, he
we'll
uses
discuss that.
Cake Wallet.
And Peter, you should probably show like
you
the
use Cake
page
Wallet.
of the correct NFT, so people aren't buying an incorrect one. Because if people are hearing this, they'll probably make imitation NFTs. But the one I just sent you is the correct one.
We'll discuss more on that on the next stream. But I'm gonna have to love you and leave you because I don't want my barbecue to get cold. So
I love you long time,
gentlemen,
baby.
I love you long time. I love you all long time. There's
Billy, talk
there's
soon.
always so much to talk about. But yeah, we'll
Yeah,
chat.
man.
Hopefully do this again next week.
Million, send
Definitely
me
will.
your
All the best, guys.
address for your giveaway thing, unless you want Peter to do it for you.
Send it to me, Wise DJ. I'll do it for millions.
Okay.
Yeah, ping it over. Yeah, perfect.
Millions.
Appreciate it,
I'll
gents.
send it over. I'll send it over
See
to
you soon. Nice one, brother. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
Farley, where do I go?
Yeah, Tradeport's confusing, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I just sent you the second one. So you got to go to the drop down, and you probably need to switch to the wallet that you gave me to send it to.
The drop down where?
Where it says my items. I usually go on a cell phone, but there's a drop down. Like, where do you go to change your wallet on that site? You should be able.
I've already
find it.
changed over. Oh, here it is.
It's a
Okay.
Tradeport.
Uh-huh.
You got to change your wallet on the Tradeport site because you might be logged in with a different wallet.
No, it's on the correct wallet.
Okay, so you go to my items.
Uh-huh.
It's a hamburger menu that drops down and says my items.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in my items.
Okay, so I can't see very. Let me make it full
You
screen.
sent 2, right?
Yeah. So see, there should be 2 ready for pickup. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like you have 2 there ready for pickup. So the first and the third, I believe. When you highlight on one of it is the Sui Builders Access Pass.
Yeah.
One of those should say like pickup.
List, transfer. List, transfer. List, transfer.
Items.
It looks like they're mine.
Yeah, I don't use the web interface that often, but they are. Let me check. They are ready for you to receive. So
ready for you to receive.
I'll get him on the phone. Wise, no big deal. Richie,
Yes.
So we, if we keep going at the rate we're going, we did the math the other day. It is not going to take long for Tree to get to a $330,000 market cap. And it's going to be
continued buys, more buyers.
Yeah. We, what's really good on the metrics, we've been really pleased with this. We're staying above 600 holders. It's interesting. We're at 613 right now. We went up to 624 today, but that's when the bots were really active. So all the bots are out right now, which is interesting. So during the day, when the bots pick up again, they'll show up and then they'll leave again.
Yeah. The thing with holders is as well, they track dust as well. What I've been trying to fix with SuiTrump is to try and find the real, actual community, not because when we launched, there was a team called Sui Booster, and they had a bot which you can run for volume and things like that. But the way it worked was it actually created thousands of mini wallets. I didn't do this, but someone who wanted to try support SuiTrump used the Sui Booster bot on SuiTrump and ran it, and it created like a couple thousand fake followers that all had a tiny amount of coins in their wallet just because
there's a much better way. Plus that guy left the network. He doesn't even do a Sui anymore. So Sui Booster's dead. That guy's gone. I have a much better way to do it.
Yeah.
Peter, I actually sent you a third one. I sent you a third NFT.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. But the point is that so then on your holders, it's tricky to try and find what is the real quantifiable actual amount of holders that the coin has. Then you need to set I need a minimum of $5 of coins in their wallet, right? Which I think is a fair assumption, because some places in the world having $5 of a meme coin is considered a big investment, right? Well, not a big investment, but a side gamble. Maybe they think they might hit a 10x or a 100x, right? So it's kind of trying to figure out, set your minimum threshold for how much you want to try and count, and then see what that is.
So I went on SuiScan, Richie. Let's see. So I went on SuiScan, and I couldn't really. Let's see. So I went on there, logged in, and let's see. Let's search up tree. I was hoping that they would have So here's the 621 again. Here we go. So on this, to go down, so it shows in increments of 50.
Yeah.
And if you go down through here and you go all the way to the end, so you get down to the end of it. So Richie, when you measure dust, you're talking less than 1?
Yeah. Well, it'd be how much is 100 tree, right?
Let's see, 100 tree. No, that's you.
Because tree circulating supply is what is the max supply?
It started at $1 billion. It's right around 895 million right now. 200. Yes, 2 cents.
So they're bots basically. They're holding the thing to run volume on it. So it's because then when you find out actually the real true holders of the coin, then you're like, hang on a minute. So actually getting to 1 million market cap, getting to 5 million is so doable. Because say you get another actual real 100 to 300 holders, actual real people, and they all buy on average $25 a tree, right? Even that would start sending the market cap 2x, 3x. When we're sitting around about these 100,000, 200,000 market cap, really doesn't take much buy pressure to start pushing it to much larger market caps.
And
it's about finding the people coming to Sui and finding our projects and then being like, oh, that's a good project. Let's get into it,
See, I actually thought about, I didn't know if this would work or not, but this is a way to try to help Victory token out. I actually thought about taking Victory, Richie, and pairing it with Tree on Probus or something like that, just to get visibility out there and to create that aggregational volume. But
I've got that handle because now on the SuiTrump app, if you buy Victory on the SuiTrump app, you're buying from Cetus and SuiDex at the same time.
So
I
Victory
built
has
an
a pool
aggregate.
now.
I built one on launch. Yeah, it's a small tight pool on Cetus, which allows the swaps for aggregation. So if you go to SuiTrump app and you type in like 100 Sui, about 22% of that's buying on Cetus. 77% is buying on.
Okay, so you got about
there.
1,000 liquidity in there. Okay.
Yeah. So that's building now because of the mechanics I've put into the limit buy. If limits are successful, it starts forming liquidity, forming with SuiTrump, forming with Victory.
Oh man, that'll give it a tight range too. That's good.
Yeah. So it's just about building mechanics around it until we get listed. Trying to show exposure, because I did notice, because I've gone more heavy on of course pushing SuiTrump with the SuiTrump app, because it's called SuiTrump app, right? Basically. And what I noticed actually is that since I launched it, the visible volume that's now running through CoinGecko is way higher on SuiTrump than it's been since we launched SuiDex. Before SuiDex, all volume on SuiTrump was visible on CoinGecko. After SuiDex, a lot of our volume is happening on SuiDex and not visible on CoinGecko, meaning that a lot of people aren't seeing like any kind of trending action or volume happening when they look at SuiTrump. Like today, like there's what was it, like $800 of trading volume. If you go back over the past few months, the volume was down to like $10, $20 some days, and that's just because it was all going through SuiDex and it wasn't being tracked. But what we have now with the SuiTrump app is it's pushing 20%, 30% of that volume through Cetus, which is then getting picked up by CoinGecko. So it's the big picture. It just takes time to build these things, branch them out.
You know, yeah, branches are good.
Yeah. So it's doing the same thing with Victory is the aim. So I need to get I need to share what I've built basically with the SuiDex team and get them to integrate it into SuiDex. So hey
guys, and towards the end, I have like just a set of videos to show. They're pretty short. There are some from the Sui network directly about the developers talking about the future of the project, how the S2 stack works, and some videos that I made talking about the new SuiTrump website and a lot of things like that. So just let me know when you guys are done, and I can pull those up to share my screen later on.
Video time, huh? Yeah, like let me show you this one. This is pretty cool. Yeah. So if I say I go through 100 Sui with SuiTrump app by Victory, you're going to get 77% is bought on SuiDex, 22% is bought on Cetus. So
that's cool.
Basically about pulling this, all of this that I've built can be put into SuiDex. At the moment, actually, they were working on moving SuiDex to Sui 2.0, which is big geekish stuff. But basically, it didn't work. So there are some bugs right now on the UI on SuiDex, which I told them to roll back today. So they're going to roll back. They're going to try it again. Once they're done with all that, then I told them, like, I've built an aggregator. I've built a limit bot. I've built a zap. I've built a compound button. Like, all you need to do is pull all this into SuiDex and put it into SuiDex, and then it's going to work there as well. So they just need to integrate it. But I'm impatient. So I was like, well, I'll just do it first. So, but the limit's pretty cool. So the way the limit works is we'll do it with USDC and Sui, right? So this is going to break up a chart for USDC and Sui. You can make it a bit bigger if you want. And the way limit works is if you wanted to buy more Sui and you want a cheaper price, right? I want to buy Sui not at 93 cents. I want to buy it at 90 cents, right? So you think, okay, 93 cents. That's how much cheaper? Like, oh, I want to buy it. I made it pretty easy. So I want to buy Sui 3% cheaper. No, I want to buy it 4% cheaper, right? All you do is so let's say, well, I want Sui 3% cheaper. I'm going to buy it with USDC. So we take some USDC, you make an order, and you can set the time. So I'm going to keep this order open for 7 days. I place my order to then try and snipe some cheaper Sui coin for my wallet, right? So do that, approve. Then if you come over to your open orders, you see this one's open at the moment. So I'm waiting for this blue line to hit that middle point. At that point, your transaction will be made and you'll get cheaper SUI moved into your wallet. So this is just simple limit buy. So I've set it up for USDC SUI. You can also limit by SuiTrump. You can also limit by Victory. So if you want to try and grab it at a cheaper price, you can do that. I'm pretty happy with this now. It's working really smooth. So the next step would be, of course, limit sell. So say you're holding SUI and you're like, well, if SUI hits $1.50, I'd like to sell this much SUI because then I'm going to profit. And I'm not going to have to wake up, look at the price, realize I missed it, right? So it's a chance to limit sell the top on SuiTrump. If SuiTrump jumps up 50% overnight for no reason, I'd like to sell some of that so I can capture some profit. So it's going to work the same way. So at the moment, it's only limit buy, but the next stage would be building limit sell. And the great thing for SuiTrump is whenever something is filled, right? So there's in my order here, I can cancel this, right? So if I cancel, there's no fee. My 0.1 USDC is coming straight back to my wallet. So I basically paid a tiny amount of gas to do this. And that's fair because nothing really happened. I made the order, I canceled the order, there's no fee. This one here filled. So that means that I managed to purchase Victory coin because Victory coin went down a little bit. My order filled, Victory coin was sent to my wallet. When this happens, 0.25% of this order by SuiTrump makes liquidity, forms it in a pool. So the more people using limit buy and successfully filling orders builds SuiTrump liquidity. So this is designed as a piece of technology that will continually increase the liquidity of SuiTrump.
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, this is like building out just to, and some people don't like limit buy, some people do. Some people want to plot their trades and figure out when they want to buy things, and some people just want to kind of eyeball it. So it's kind of just building different tools for different users. And trying to make it as easy as possible. I thought the easiest way was just to make a slider. Like for me, I was like, yeah, I want like 20% cheaper. That's what I want. If I could get 20% cheaper, that'd be great. So I just make an order and go for it. If say you set it for 7 days, 7 days passes, the money comes back to you and there's no fee. So the fee only happens when your order is filled. If your order isn't filled, there's no fee. So it's fair model. If you go to like Bluefin or Cetus, they have limit models. They charge up to 1% for a fill order. So this is also one of the cheapest limit order places to limit order SUI, which is
by next Thursday, cool. This app is going to look like twice as awesome and futuristic and amazing by next Thursday. I have a feeling.
Probably, yeah. No, because it needs to be simple as well, man. Like the whole point, like I want to make it a bit brighter. I'll probably make
simple and awesome.
Yeah, because it has to be like, like Peter, I want your mom to understand it, right? I want your mom to come here and be like, I understand everything here.
The soft white color up top, can't see it.
Like on here, right? These bits.
Correct.
So it's like the glow, right?
Yeah, let me, I'm going to screenshot what is seen. And
we can optimize it for simplicity, viewability, and also actual functional item taking actions. Definitely.
Yeah, here comes a screenshot, Richie.
Man, let me see this.
See it?
Like we can change it right now. It's the amazingness of technology. Where are you sending the screenshot? Oh yeah, I see it.
Telegram inbox.
Oh yeah, it's down at the bottom too. Oh, so it's got the glow. Yeah.
That's an easy fix.
Let me see. Yeah, also the font is tiny, right?
Yes. That was another thing I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, Richie, I could do another scan with those exact things in mind to send you another suggestion thing that might help out.
Yeah, just send it to your mom, man. That's the best scanner. Like the best scanners are like older generation boomers, basically. Because if a boomer can understand this, then like we're like awesome. I mean, how old's your mom actually? She might even be golden generation.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, 85.
Yeah, she's golden, right? Is that golden gen? Because I guess, yeah, boomer is like born in the 70s, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Then the golden,
Boomers are the
golden
ones that were
generation.
born like after the World War II. So I think maybe Peter might. No, Peter's not a boomer. You're kind of right on the edge there, Peter, I guess.
Peter's an
But,
arborist. He's an arborist.
Yes.
oh yeah, he's arborist. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So my mom's pretty old for holding crypto, but she also has a Chat GPT Plus subscription, and I'm teaching her how to use those things and how to do the scrape of a website to get all the information instead of searching it manually. You can just put in the website through a deep research and get all the information about it just like that without having to read through everything.
Yeah. This is interesting. So I just told Claude Code there, like, well, my friend's mom, who's 85, told me that she can barely see the icons at the bottom on her mobile phone. Give me some suggestions for how to like optimize the app for older generations, basically. And then, yeah, it's just giving me a bunch of suggestions.
Hey, Richie, I just sent you an email address that's one of my devs that needs access to the GitHub, please.
Nice. Sure.
And me and Richie are in a friendly battle of which code is the better compiler, the Claude code or the GPT Codex 5.4. But actually, the real answer is it's better to use both of them and even others in tandem, get all of their suggestions, and then use the best from each. The main thing is maintaining your agency and not just blindly following what an AI tells you and going over it yourself and making sure it's correct. That's the responsible usage.
Yeah.
Good
105. 105,000. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this candles, man. 15 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah.
And that's before I even did my purchase. I'm going to do that right now, I think.
Drop in the bag.
Do it for the e-girls.
I'm making custom e-girls per project now, not just SuiDex. So there's going to be a tree e-girl. There's going to be a Trump e-girl, e-girls for every project, and even e-guy streamers. You know, there's popular guy streamers. There's going to be boomer explainer AI personas for each project. There's going to be technical AI influencers for professional traders. One for every demographic. That's how you really get the full effect of the AI influencer explainers.
So, Richie, I have a question. So, on SuiTrump, you have are all the dexes that you're showing on, does it show your accurate token count after your burns?
Yep, here. So burn 418 million total transact. Last one was 18 hours ago.
Yeah,
which burned 2 million.
because like on Noodles, it shows you have a 10 billion circulating supply.
If you want to see the accurate burn, it's on CoinGecko. I think CoinGecko does the best job of displaying the actual burned amount. If you go to CoinGecko, it shows it perfectly.
No, you want to go to SuiTrump.com because that's where you're going to see this. This is like full charting. Everything ever burned, full supply.
Oh, wow.
I mean, CoinGecko have as well. What Noodles do, I had a conversation with them. They think, in their opinion, that adding... They think that if you just send the burned tokens to the burn address, that's not a real burn. They say that's still a wallet, so it doesn't count as a burn, is their opinion. So they count the burn wallet as a holder.
So what's a real burn to them?
Going to the Sui CLI on the terminal and going on and doing a on-chain object deletion. It's really technical, basically. And there's no dApp.
There's a website app from the Sui network where you can actually do it manually. It's called the Sui incinerator, but you have to do it like through the Slush Wallet app. You can also launch coins. You can merge coins.
But it's kind of like they think that that's the best way. But in my opinion, both are good, you know, because if you come to, for example, here Tree, and you want to look up like a leaderboard, it's number 3, right? The dead wallet. So this is the burn wallet, but they say that this burn wallet isn't really a burn wallet, but it is because it's the burn wallet. Like if you copy this address and you put it into the SuiScan, it's going to show you that it's the...
Yeah, it's all zeros. I mean, that's how you can tell.
Like no one has access to this wallet. It's not like someone's going to like get into this wallet and then start selling all the coins. It's impossible. It's the official Sui. Oh, you have to do it on SuiScan. So
yeah, if you go to the Sui.io to the official network documentation, they will straight up tell you that is the burn wallet. The access to it has been annihilated. It's never leaving.
Yeah, it's called Sui System Account, and it's linked to Sui.io, and the social links go there. Like this balance is like full of random coins. Like burns are happening every single like second into this.
Interesting.
Into this, but so it's just one of these. I'm not like here's Bubcoin going in there. Like Bubcoin's deflationary, right? It's going in. LB coin's going in there. Like so, it's just another one of these Sui issues where they make it too confusing for. It's like Aquashock always said, not enough gym bros, too many eggheads, right? Like they just keep it simple. Like burn
and
address.
guys, I recommend using there's a new blockchain explorer by Walrus, which is in-house. It's better than Vision. It's better than SuiScan. It's a Walrus blockchain explorer, and Walrus is the storage protocol made by the same developers of the network itself, the storage layer. It is a much better explorer than SuiScan or SuiVision.
So how do you get to it?
Well, if you go to SuiScan, there'll be links to it because SuiScan was previously the most official, but now there is a Walrus.
Walrus Explorer. There you go.
Yeah, that is the one you should use because that has like API access, and that is.
Was that walrusscan.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the best tracker because that's made by the developers themselves, not just in partnership with. That is an official blockchain scanner.
Yeah, let's see how gate capped they are, though, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean, yeah. So I made some changes. This is the dev one. You can see here I increased the size of the buttons.
Right, let me go look on here.
That'd be old one, new one, old one, new one. So it's bigger. But now it won't fit on a mobile phone screen. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to look at that.
And Peter, I sent you instructions on how to pick it up on Tradeport in the studio chat.
Appreciate you.
Bret Hart wants a limit buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I can do that. No problem. I think Bitcoin USDC would be better than Bitcoin Sui, though. Then I have the order buy and sell, so I don't do, since I do perp trading, it's great. At times to do spot buy sell orders.
Brett, you're just trying to win more competitions. Calm down, Brett. You won enough. I'm just joking. He's my buddy.
So I'm going to have to go quite soon because I've got the kid and he's sitting on his Switch or his computer and he's been doing so for 2 hours, which is long enough. So I need to go.
Yeah, he's probably rocking back and forth by now.
No, he's having a great time. I bought him some new pixel design software, so he's going crazy on it at the moment, making all sorts of things. Which
Tell
is
him
really
he
cool.
needs to post on his YouTube account. I want to see his next update on his project.
Yeah, he's moved from YouTube to pixel art at the moment, so that's what he's.
Send the link in the
obsessing
private
about.
DMs.
It's good.
I have just a couple minutes of videos. I don't know. I mean, if you want, it's just it's Sui Network stuff.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So.
Where did you go?
Just need to make sure to not share any of the after hours stuff. Oh, well, if you want me to send it to you, Richie, that's I can send them to you instead into your Telegram if you give me just a sec.
Yeah, there's
So your mom
golden
wants the
age
buttons.
people watching.
Do you think your mom wants the button yellow, or she just wants the?
She just wants it brighter. She wants the
brighter and like less glow, or
she wants it. So she worked in a law office for 50 years. So whenever she wanted to see something, she would run a highlighter over it.
All right. Good to get. Burley really disappeared. He must be. He's trying to make sure it's safe for work, right?
Yeah.
I'm sending them to your Telegram, Richie, so you could show them instead of me.
Oh, okay. Have you sent them?
I sent the first one.
Ah, okay. Okay, this is like some guys. Please wait for the video to be fully downloaded. Okay. Download. Oh, it's not fully downloaded. We are fully downloading the. Oh, this is some Sui guys talking about Sui. Who's the guy on the left?
The guy in the middle is the only one that matters. He's the developer. He's the CPO of the Sui network. The other two guys, I don't know. They're just some guys interviewing him. But what matters is what the guy in the middle says.
Some dudes, huh?
And then the second video is the CEO of Miston Labs, which is only 40 seconds long. And then after that, I'm going to send you some SuiTrump content.
Okay, I found it. Yeah, you can put that up here. There
it goes.
Are a venue where we see the most institutional adoption. And how do you see this evolving over the next few years with maybe Sui in mind specifically?
Yeah, ultimately, agents are making decisions on behalf of users. Agents are going to look for the most optimal path to send money for you. They're going to look for the safest way to send money for you. They're going to look for the fastest way to send money for you. And in that world, you have to be faster, you have to be cheaper, you also have to be private. So for Sui, what that means is, one, it's going to be cheaper because sending stablecoins on Sui is going to be free. It's going to be faster because the latency on Sui is by far the lowest.
Richie, if you want me to stream it, I have a
to people in 300 milliseconds,
choppy right here.
with 25 milliseconds confirmation. And also, you're going to need privacy. You cannot have mass scale adoption of anything consumer related without privacy being at the forefront. Today, when I wire money to friends and family, I don't have to worry about them being able to read my transaction logs or history from my bank because that's private information. Today's architecture in blockchains, we have the amazing benefit of transparency, but that transparency comes at a cost because now users have no agency to hide their information, right? So what we're launching on Sui is a fully regulatory. You also have to work within the realms of what regulations would allow. It means for users and agents to transfer money on chain without exposing balances or transaction history, which I think is critical for any kind of adoption. So in a world where we go fully agentic, agents are going to make that decision, and I think Sui is going to be the best place for agents to transact on behalf of users because those primitives absolutely are key. It's one thing to do transactions for free, but can you do that transaction for free at scale? This is why, like, the engineering work we did at Facebook and the background and working at high scale systems come to play, because you have to be able to deal with 100,000 transactions per second, but also scale up that demand if needed, right? I always say it's a red herring if anyone starts to talk about max throughput, because that doesn't exist in the Facebook or Google world, right? What do you mean maximum, right? You add more hardware and you scale up, right? So that's the world we come from. So it doesn't have a max throughput. You add more resources and it scales in relation to the amount of hardware you throw at a problem.
So,
Richie, I can show the next one to make it less choppy since I have a higher bandwidth. But yeah.
Oh, it played well for me, but I don't know.
Yeah, it played well over here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. No problem.
So they're saying free transactions on Sui, right? Basically, you send stuff for free, no gas. Is that right?
Yeah, it is privacy by default and compliance. What I was saying earlier, they're going to make everything private, but viewable with a view key. And then it's called the S2 stack. So the other part of that is the stablecoin called USD Sui, where it is gasless transfers. So it's not literally gasless, but Sui network pays the gas for you. So there's sponsored gasless transactions as long as you're trading USD Sui, because it's made by Sui network. So it's basically they're turning it into like a free Venmo, because if you're able to send free transfers to anyone in the world, you can ignore all of the centralized BS and take control of your own money transfer system and send money to whoever you want without any regulators or any entity in the world being able to stop you from doing it.
See, there's another one. I've loaded up another one, Peter, with who's this guy? Is this Ethan?
That is Evan
Build
Chang.
a
He's
stable
the
coin,
CEO of
which
Oh, yeah,
BUBBLZ
sorry.
we all know that so
This is Evan Chang. He is a developer on Sui, not Ethan.
He's the
Evan.
CEO. He's the top dog.
Top dog, huh? Smart cookie.
only like the simplest
Good
form
dev.
tokenized asset. Now the shift is the next part is okay, what is real world asset? What is the tokenization actually means, right? I mean, but you fast forward to what's happening on the AI front where everything's automated and all that. You're seeing the early signs of agent using cryptos to transact between them and potentially coordinate. And you realize, right, almost like we went through this sort of digitization of everything. What's that, 10 years ago? Now we're talking about maybe the tokenization of everything.
Okay, what was he saying, Furley?
He was talking about how the Sui network is going to be the next substrate for AI agentic workflows and activity, which relates to swarm network and sniper bots like you're doing, because the sub-second finality and the parallel execution that matters for agents operating on the network, because the Sui network is not a blockchain. There's no single file line to pass through because it has a Byzantine architecture. So you can verify transactions instantly through math. They're not verified by validators. They're verified by math. That's why the finality is instant, because they're not going through a bottleneck single file line. Things can be finalizing at the same time. As long as two addresses are not interacting with the same object, there's no reason to verify anything. That's the only time that validators come into place, is if two addresses are trying to interact with the same object at the same time. If not, it just uses math to verify the transaction. That's what makes it sub-second.
I see. Okay. Any comments, Peter?
I think it's great. I'll tell you what I'm really excited for is the privacy transaction side of it. There's a couple of companies in town, Richie, that some of their employees, they're not in the traditional banking system, so they are working on an idea right now. I'm going to share more to you off screen about how to turn SuiDex into a savings account for them that pays. And if that kicks in, you'll probably see an influx in the USDT USDC LP on SuiDex.
Interesting.
Richie, I sent you two more videos.
I think it's enough videos though, man. I think I'm videoed out.
There's only a 54-second video from the community. Play the second, because that's the community videos that everybody made, and it talks about Tree too.
Which one? The
most recent one.
Okay.
I made the first video. The other ones are from the community members, and one of them talks about Tree.
I'm trying to find it. So for the hang time.
SuiTrump is the only Trump
Video.
Here's a good talking point right here. Why Sui is less than $1 is just crazy. Keep doing DC buys because there is so much great stuff coming down in adoption and tech. Speaking of tech and AI and news on.
Yes, sir, Brett. I fully believe you. I'm a full believer. I think I would dump into Sui as much as possible, in my opinion, but not financial advice.
Richie, tell me what Truth is.
Truth is a project on Sui, which was supposed to be an AI tool project, but they pivoted to something which I don't quite understand.
Peter, I can tell you more about that if Richie has to go, because I'm actually on the team of that project. As far as I'm just an admin, but I am on the team in the developer chat and everything. But Richie, that community video is cool. It's only 54 seconds long, and it talks about Tree too. One of the videos. I only made.
Just load it up. Peter has to.
Oh, my bad.
only Trump coin on Sui. Second place is for losers.
That's true. Good job, SuiDex girl.
What do you call it when SuiTrump pumps 10x overnight? A huge return on investment. Believe me, it's tremendous, folks. Why does my nail polish glitter whenever SuiDex experiences a dip? Because I got the best diamond hands.
Sunny made that one.
Why is Sui the fastest blockchain at family reunions? Because it executes transactions in parallel. No one has to wait in line for Aunt Karen to finish talking. SuiDex traders are a turn on and a green flag. When I see their Tree and SuiTrump wallets, I actually respond back when they slide into my DM. Yes, girl, thank you. I am getting on SuiDex right now to add victory to my liquidity pools.
Then
Very nice.
yeah, I think Sunny made like half of those videos. She's into that advertising, and she likes Tree too. If you noticed,
She's a whiz.
Richie, so you will know as far as SuiDex and then incorporating into real world involvement, what these guys are doing. We're actually going to sit down and have a class on this. They're interested in paying their bills using Spritz Pay. So what they're wanting to do is they're wanting to talk about a solution on parking funds in SuiDex and Sui Farm to earn interest. And then when it's time to pay a bill, they use Spritz Pay. So that's a neat local concept that's starting to catch legs. And what's nice is that could add obviously TVL and transactions to SuiDex on that. So if that takes off, that there's a lot of guys in town that are going to take that up.
Peter, I would highly recommend to have me included on that. That is absolutely what I specialize in, is in operational security, privacy, anonymity, and regulatory evasion as a consultant company, independent on contractor. So let me know about that, because I could show them the absolute perfect way to do exactly what they're trying to do.
Hit me up in Telegram and inbox, please.
Definitely.
Richie, since YSDJN has volunteered it, I'm gonna get him to help. You're already on CoinGecko, right?
Yeah.
So that's the next step for Tree Token. We've got to get on CoinGecko. We've got to get that visibility going.
I can also help you with that. You need to run a whitelisted volume bot on Tree in your turbos pool, and then apply. Then CoinGecko will look at turbos and see massive volume on Tree. They'll see an active community, and then they'll say, okay. So they look at your X account, they look at your volume, they look at your a little bit about your market cap, but they don't really care. So it's those things.
What's a whitelisted volume bot I could use?
And one that doesn't create a million wallets. So you basically fund like 6 or 7 different wallets and just get them to continually trade $1 back and forth, or run like a community incentive where you tell people, we're going to try to get listed on CoinGecko. You need to go and trade on turbos for like a week or 2
Peter,
weeks.
we could make our own bot for it. We could make a custom bot just specifically for that.
The
There's many ways
application
you can do it.
Application process takes around 2 weeks of them looking at it, usually. So you need to try and make sure that this is like a constant thing for 2 weeks, because you don't know what day they're going to look at your application, right? So just make sure that for 2 weeks, you're just continually running high volume, high activity on your X account, so get like the radar bot and like put more rewards in to try and attract like more people to try and follow and retweet your tweets. And then they'll look at your account. They'll probably spend 2 minutes looking at your project, right? Because that's the way the world is. But you just want to ensure that on that 2 minutes when they're checking you out in that window of application, that you're firing on all cylinders. And then there's that increases your chance of getting listed by like 1,000,000,000%, right? So like that's the,
and Peter, I don't know if you've already worked with Paste, if he has any bots going on in your Telegram, because Paste is the guy that made the NFTs. So Paste also builds bots, and if he already has a bot burning your coins, then that address that's burning that coins has a lot of history. So if you have one of Paste's volume bots, you could have him adjust it to hype up or crank up the volume temporarily, because then it would be an established address, and Paste would definitely change whatever you'd like about it, because he's a good friend.
Get Paste to hit me up. In America, we call it Elmer's glue.
Yeah, Paste is a good guy. You can definitely. He actually has a good relationship with the owner of Tradeport, which is really cool. Her name's Mary.
Tell Mary quite contrary, we're about to put her busy.
Yes, indeed.
That's Richie. That's where we're gonna mint the NFTs out of. It's on Tradeport.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Maybe a Trumpagotchi kind of toy. That might be crazy.
Oh, Richie, Millions is working on a game. We started talking concepts today, and it's going to be straight up in a line with what he always likes to talk about. So it's gonna be a hilarious game.
Nice. Okay, I've really got to go.
Y'all enjoy your day. Always appreciate the time.
Yep. Check out the SuiTrump lottery. The raffle 100 Sui going. Check out Tree. Check out SuiTrump. Get yourself in SuiDex, and check out Deep, and check out everything. Lots to look at, but good.
And thanks, I'll say it this time: don't get wrecked.
And make sure, and everybody that won those contests, make sure to follow me, repost, and like and all that. And if there's any trouble, I'm going to work with Peter and make sure all the winners get their NFTs for sure. So don't worry about that. And I'm doing another additional giveaway after the stream if you're paying attention. So thank you all for showing up. And go to SuiTrump.com. Richie's a very trustworthy developer that I've known for 6 years. Pure integrity, great guy.
Tree-token.net, guys. Go there, get your tree token. All right, guys, we're out. Richie, if you don't mind, hang around 10 seconds after it's done. Just want to say a few things to you. Take care, guys.
Okay. Bye-bye.